Welcome to Jacuzzi Time with Mikey Jacuzzi. I am like in Hollywood, California right now, and I'm telling you what, I'm having a great time. I am having a blast. I'm gonna try not to be rude, and I'm gonna try not to be ugly in this post. So, and I probably won't be because my mind is clear and I feel great. You know, I'm tired of worrying about the past, and I'm just concentrating on the future from now on. But I am here like, oh, we've been partying in the hotel room all night long between dinner at the bar downstairs and the hotel room. It's 11:15 and we still haven't even gone out yet. So this is gonna be like one hell of a night. These steps are like cool as shit too. Never seen this before, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a post from the steps tonight. And yeah, you might see a cigarette or two while I'm making this post, but it's relaxing me right now, and I just needed it. I needed it. I decided today that, you know, I smoke every once in a while here and there, but this week when I'm in San Diego and I'm on the beach, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait until the sun is setting, and as the sun is setting one of these nights, I'm gonna smoke my last cigarette and I'm gonna drop it away for good, and I'll never smoke again. I told myself after I found out I had diabetes, and you know, after I lost my dad, that I wouldn't ever smoke again. But you know, when me and my ex-fiance broke up, I needed a crutch. I needed something to save me, and it did. You know, because if it wasn't for me smoking, my mind would have been way too messed up, and you know, I would not be here right now, to be honest. I know people don't want to hear like the depressing stuff and the I'm gonna, you know, opt out kind of things, but that's just how my mind works. I didn't plant this shit in my mind. I didn't ask for this shit. I didn't want to think about this stuff all the time. It's just, it happens. Not by choice at all, because I love my life for the most part. I really do. I have a great time, and I don't know what is out there after this, and I'm not ready to leave it yet. So, you know, but I do think about that kind of stuff all the time. So, you know, if people think I'm weird or crazy or whatever, you know, that's their own choice, but at least I'm honest. I don't know how many people out there actually think that, you know, think of what I do, but at least I'm real, at least I'm honest. So anyway, let's get off that topic because I'm having a good time. I'm in Hollywood. I always said, like when I was a kid, I would be in Hollywood one day. You know, I would be famous. Scratch the famous part out right now, but I'm in Hollywood. So, you know, we're getting ready to hit the clubs tonight at 11 o'clock at night. I don't know why we're going out this late. I mean, we've been drinking for 4.5 hours already. But at least I'm not to the point where I'm, you know, talking about anything I shouldn't or saying things that I shouldn't. And I really want to repost that post from last night, but I just hit it. I hit it because that's not me. That's just not me. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the kind of guy that talks bad about somebody, and I'll probably end up editing it and then reposting it, like with some of the funny stuff, because it was pretty comical. But yeah, so I'm doing a Mikey Jacuzzi post from the Lowe's Hotel in Hollywood. This is where they filmed American Idol in 2011, I believe it was. But yeah, it's a gorgeous hotel. We're on the 18th floor. I think there's 20 floors altogether, so we're almost at the top. You can see the Hollywood sign out our window, and LA in the distance. It's just an awesome place. Oh God, I love this. I love being here. I love traveling. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe account, and hopefully there's like a lot of rich people out there that watch my stuff at some point and start donating to my cause, so I can just go on trips and and have a good time and then talk about it and post. You know, if you're willing to send me somewhere, I'll gladly accept the funds and I'll go wherever you want me to, and then I'll record everything that I'm there. You know, everything about it. I will tell you what it's gonna be like before you even get there. So, you know, maybe that's a new business I'm gonna start. Oh fuck. I'm drunk right now, by the way. Not as drunk as last night though. But I'm drunk enough. But I'm not drunk enough to call anybody out or talk bad about them, because I still feel bad about last night. That's not me. That's why I hid the post, even though there's some funny shit in that post. You know. But I don't care. I don't care that somebody's moved on. I'm moved on, you know. I'm done with all that. I'm just gonna live my life and I'm gonna enjoy it. So this is fucking great. Anyway, what else did I want to talk about tonight? I mean, this is about it. It's 5 minutes till 11, and I'm waiting on these guys to, you know, the guys and the girls to come downstairs. There's 5 of us all together. Actually, 6 of us all together. And we're gonna go and have a good time tonight. Hit Hollywood, and hope to see a couple famous people while we're out. If not, we're gonna have fun anyway. It doesn't really matter. We're in Hollywood. You know, when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna be out there one day. I'm gonna be in movies. I'm gonna be famous one day. And you know, it's hard when, like, growing up in West Virginia and then trying to decide what you want to do. And it's like, well, I like money, I like math, so I want to be an accountant. And that didn't pan out because I think I was too shouldered when I was a kid, and once I got to college, it was like, you know, Wayne's World, party time, excellent, you know. And that's what I did. I partied way too much and never really thought about the future. It was always like, what am I doing right now? You know, what am I doing right now? And that's how I live my life. And I kind of still do that to this day in a way, but I don't know, like when I find somebody, you know, I try to think of the future, and I try to think of building a future with them. And I think maybe that might be what is so hard about my last relationship. It was like, you know, I thought about the kids and, you know, being there for them in their basketball practices and taking them to dance, and I wanted to be there for all that stuff. And I don't know, it's not going to work out with everybody, but eventually I will find that person, you know. That I still hear what that old guy said, keep the faith, and I do, I keep the faith. But first thing I need to do is figure out where I'm going to be in another 2 weeks, because I need to be somewhere. I need to be somewhere where I'm going to be making money, because that unlike most people, money runs my life. I want to be able to come to Hollywood. I want to be able to go to the beach. I want to be able to go to New York City. I want to be able to just do whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want. You know? It's like having that power, having that authority over your own self. I don't want to have to sit at home and be bored. I don't want to have to fucking eat leftovers. I don't want to have to do any of that shit. I want to fucking eat out whenever I want. I want to spend as much money as I want, anytime I want. That's me. That's why I want to hit the lottery, so I don't have to worry about this shit no more. But I don't know. I mean, I'm in fucking Hollywood right now. I always told myself I would be here one day, and I'm finally here. I just wish I could be like the successful person that's here, you know? I want my name and a star down there on the fucking Hollywood Boulevard. That's what I want. I want my name on a star on Hollywood Boulevard. So, you know, if I die way too early, which I probably will. You know, I'm 40 now. 41 will be a surprise. I hope to see 41 this October. You know, I really do. And I hope to see 90, really, if I find the right person that I want to be with. If I'm by myself, I'll never live that long. I'll never live that long. So if there's a single person out there in this world that, you know, wants an honest guy that won't cheat on you, you know, because I've been cheated on before, and I'll be 100% open and honest, and you can look through my phone, you can look through my emails anytime you want. That's the kind of guy that I am, because I have nothing to hide, nothing. I say my thoughts, I say my opinions. That's me. And I want somebody like me, honestly. I don't want somebody to hide stuff. I don't want somebody to be like, well, we have to have our own privacy. No, you don't. When you love somebody, you want to spend every second of your life with them. You want to spend every second of your life with them, and you want them to know what you're thinking all the time, so you're always on the same page. So there's never any issues, there's never any trust, there's doubts, there's nothing, you know. It's like, so that's kind of the person that I'm looking for, you know. And I've had that on my profile before, you know, but I guess, you know, the last person that I was with didn't understand that to the T, and then wanted to talk about it after I moved out instead of before. So I don't know. It's one of those things that, you know, you live and you learn and you move on, and I'm moving on, absolutely. I don't want anybody that's not like me. And if it takes me 10 more years to find somebody, if I'm around that long, then that's awesome. You know, but if not, then when I leave this earth, it's going to be like something that I chose. Unless I'm in an accident or something like that. But I don't know that, you know, you don't know what's going to happen in your life. You could die of a massive heart attack. You know, I had one of my first bosses in this industry, his brother, that was actually younger than him, I believe, died of a massive heart attack, just like that, out of the blue, you know. That stuff can happen anytime to any one of us. Any one of us. So, and it doesn't matter. I mean, for all I know, the guy was healthy all the time, and then just out of the blue, bam. So you never know. You never know. I take care of myself now, other than this habit. But I do this to keep on keeping on. Because without this, I would not be keeping on right now. I would be a massive fucking wreck. A massive wreck. I would have been a massive wreck a long time ago. But when I'm drinking, I'm smoking. Now, I don't care. People can not like it. People can think I'm a bad person because I do it, but I'm not a bad person at all. If I get drunk, yeah, I might be a bad person, and I was last night. You know, I feel really bad about some of the shit that I said. That's why I deleted that post. It was like, that's not me. That's not the kind of person that I am. I don't need to be like that. I love everybody. I love everybody, even if they move on and find somebody else. You know, my ex-fiance, I still love her. You know, it's like I miss certain things about her that, you know, that, you know, make me think, you know, maybe if I gave her another chance, she would not fuck me over this time, you know. I don't know. I had a dream about that about a week ago. Like, I asked her to dinner one night. It's crazy. I shouldn't even think like that anymore, because, you know, once somebody does something like that to you and destroys the trust, you know, and that's the same way with my ex. It's like she destroyed the trust by getting all those text messages and then trying to hide the next morning she was texting her boss saying she wasn't coming into work that day because she was still laying in bed with me. Well, what's so fucking private about that? What's the big deal? Why can't I see that? Why do you gotta like hide the shit over your shoulder so I can't see? You know? Yeah, I shouldn't have. But you know what? If you're being honest with somebody and you're being open with somebody, what the fuck does it matter? You know? If I had a boss that I was texting, you can fucking see everything. I don't care. There's nothing private about that. What's private about texting a boss saying I'm not coming into work today? it's fucking dumb. And that's probably what finally destroyed us. And I know it is because she mentioned that before, and it was like, well, I don't know. I think back to when we were in Las Vegas on New Year's Eve, and I don't know what she was talking about strippers, and we kind of got into an argument that night on New Year's Eve, and I looked at her, and the way she looked at me that night was like fucking the most hateful fucking look I think I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, at that point, I was like, I don't know that this is the girl for me. You know. And I should have just realized then. And then there was one other night when we were living in New Concord that, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm in Hollywood. I'm going to go out and have a good time tonight. It's a little bit after 11 o'clock. I'm waiting on these motherfuckers to get down here so we can go out. And, yeah. I'm just enjoying life now. I mean, I'll worry about shit when I get back home. Until then, I'm gonna post Mikey Jacuzzi and I'm gonna have a good time. And you know, I got a text message and a phone call today from my cousins out in California, and one of them wants to do a Mikey Jacuzzi post with me tomorrow. So, Garrett, I'm gonna be calling you tomorrow, and hopefully I can meet up with you somewhere in LA and before the Celtic game, and we can have a beer and I can make a post, and that's just what I want to do. I want to have fun and enjoy life, and I don't want to be mean, and I don't want to be ugly. I just want to smile and have a good time, and that's my whole goal anymore. I'm not going to worry about women. I'm not going to worry about stuff that happened to me. You know, I'm just going to talk about, you know, the good times and maybe some of the fucked up times, but just maybe so it helps somebody else. So anyway, we're 18 minutes in, and I got to keep these posts a little bit shorter now because people are complaining they don't want to watch a 45 fucking minute video from Mikey Jacuzzi in one sitting. So I'm gonna sign off now, but this is like so cool. These steps are like awesome. I just had to come sit on them. But if you want to see the rest of yeah, there goes my lighter. But yeah, this is the rest of Hollywood right now. There's Lowe's. And we've got over here all the shops and stuff. But just want to say one last thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to me. Happy Easter. I love you all so much. Please like, subscribe, share this, because Mikey Jacuzzi wants to be big time at some point, and the only way I can do that is by getting more people. And I got a lot more people in the last couple of days. A lot more likes, a lot more views, a lot more subscriptions, and I'm getting excited because I think people want to see somebody that's real, that will say what he wants when he wants and talk about how he feels. And you know, it's what people need in this life. They don't need fake people. They don't need people that say they love you and really don't. They don't need people that pretend or want to hide stuff. And That's not me. I'm fucking smoking a cigarette right now on Mikey Jacuzzi, and I know my sister's gonna be upset. I know my nephews and my nieces will probably be upset, you know. But I'm just saying, without these, I would not be alive right now. Because it's calmed me down in situations where I didn't want to go any further. So, just think of that before you want to criticize me for what I'm doing right now. Because I don't need that. I don't need the criticism about it's bad for you, whatever. It's the only thing that saved me at this point. So think about that before you send a fucked up message and say I need to quit smoking. I'll quit when I'm ready, and I hope to quit this week as I'm watching the sunset over the fucking San Diego Bay. And if I don't, you know, it's just not the right time for me, you know? Everybody's got their own time to do their own thing. But at least I'm real, at least I'm honest. You know, I don't do shit for other people anymore. I'll always be nice, and I'll always be loving, and I'll always be caring, but I gotta do what's best for me. That's why if I have to move in a week and a half, I've gotta move. You know, if I need to take a job somewhere else, that's what I gotta do. I need to survive in this world, and the only way I can survive is by making money enough to survive. And for me, you know, for me, if I'm not making $250 to $300 a day, I won't survive. I won't. That's what I need to survive. So I can't just take a regular job anymore. It's not worth it to me. I can't make $10, $15, $20 an hour. It won't get me out of the hole that I'm in right now, and it won't allow me to do what I want to do, because I've been living the good life for 8 years and I want to keep doing it. Nobody wants to go back. Nobody wants to backtrack. Nobody wants to make less money than what they're making. So, alright guys, I am absolutely signing off right now. Coming from the steps of Lowe's Hotel in Hollywood, the site of American Idol. Oh, I love this. This is like so awesome. I'm surprised that the Hollywood sign isn't lit up at night though. That is one thing that bothers me. Somebody needs to get their ass up there and put some lights up so you can see that Hollywood sign day and night. So anyway, I'm signing off, guys. I love you. I will see you tomorrow when I'm in... Well, actually, no, I won't. Tomorrow we'll still be here, and then we're going to go to LA. But hopefully me and Garrett can make a post tomorrow night coming from Los Angeles, and we can, you know, talk about life and have a good time. And then tomorrow night, Celtic game, LA Clippers. I'll be there. So we won't be back to San Diego until about 1 or 2 in the morning. And then Tuesday morning, my ass is going to be at the fucking pool, relaxing. Maybe even in the jacuzzi that they have. And I might even do a post in the jacuzzi if there's not a lot of people around. I don't want to do these like if there's too many people around. But if I get really drunk, like I did last night at the club and took all kind of videos, the only thing is I was talking bad and I didn't want to post those. You know, a lot of that stuff I uploaded to YouTube, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep it private for now and then rethink it when I'm sober. And I really need to do that from now on instead of just posting something, because I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be hateful. Moving on, if somebody's moving on, that's their prerogative. I just wish them the best. I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to be an asshole. Not anymore. It's not worth it to me. You know, my heart, I don't want to feel that pain in my heart that I was a dick, and, you know, I want to go to heaven at some point. So if other people want to be dishonest and stuff like that and hurt me, then that's their own choice. They can live with that. you know, their own terms, but I won't be like that anymore. So, well, coming to you live from Hollywood, this is Mikey Jacuzzi, and God, I love you guys. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share it to everybody you know, because I want to permanently move to Hollywood, and then you guys can come and stay with me anytime you want. So the more people that like me, and the more famous I get, the easier that I'll be able to make that happen. So, all right, guys, I love you. I'm out.